Welcome everybody to this edition of Attention Talk Video. I'm your host, ADHD and attention coach, 𝐓𝐇𝐈𝐒. This is a video about self-awareness. It's going to be kind of subtle, but it's kind of a big deal. We know that ADHD is a challenge, or really an executive functioning impairment. Thinking towards a goal inside of your head is more challenging for those with ADHD. A lot of people don't talk about it, but often we escape when thinking is difficult. It's an emotional thing. It's hard. We don't want to do it. So we just go do something else. What it looks like is a focus issue. What's really happened, there's an emotional issue to the reaction of difficult thinking. One of my favorite things to do when people call me up and I'm talking about this and they're new to the concept, I say, okay, real quickly, let's do a calculation here. Can you calculate 3 to the power of 5? And they go, oh, I'm no good at math or whatever. And then they start to kind of think their way through it. And I say, if you notice, you just had an emotional reaction to the thinking process. And when you think about 3 times 3 times 3 is 27 times, you're doing the calculating, you forget how many 3s there are. And that's a challenge inside of your head. So what does all this mean? Well, often we're doing some work and we decide that we're going to take a break. Is that really a break or is it an escape? I've had a lot of people that I've posed this to before, because when you hit that wall of ambiguity or when thinking is relatively difficult, there's a pause right there. And often like, okay, well, I'm going to take a little bit of a break. Well, you know, if you take a break for 2 or 3 minutes and you come back to it, well, maybe there's a break. If you take a break and you're not coming back to it, it's taking a really long, you might realize it's actually an escape. So what does that do for us? Well, if you think about it, when something's ambiguous or you're doing a lot of calculations in your head, the idea really is that you might be escaping to a break, an extended one. Maybe what you should do is stop and go, what am I not clear about? Or what's difficult? Maybe I should try to figure out a way to do this outside of my head, like on a piece of paper. It's really a real opportunity to kind of catch yourself and go back and maybe deal with the root cause of the issue. Again, you're taking a break because of the mental fatigue. If you're going right back to it, it's probably a break. But if it's taking longer, you're escaping difficult thinking. And the idea is really try to make thinking easier. We've talked about that a little bit in some other videos. If you're new to our channel, please hit our subscribe button. We send out a tip every week, something like this, sometimes more complex, sometimes more simple. Also thoughts in our comment section. I always like to hear what you guys think. With that, I hope you've enjoyed this edition of Attention Talk Video. Take care.